Before the start of the regular season, if I asked you, who do you think will have the best record in the Eastern Conference, who would you have said? Maybe you would have said the Boston Celtics, who just won the championship and have the same roster that won the championship. Maybe you said the Knicks, who just added Mikal Bridges and Karl-Anthony Towns. Or what about the Sixers, who added Paul George in free agency and hoping Joel Embiid is healthy again? What about the Bucks, who maybe Damon Giannis figured it out? But all of those were wrong. And the right answer was the Cleveland Cavaliers. What? They're 36-6. These Cavs are the same Cavs who me and Evan predicted in the preseason to finish 5th in the East. And their win totals was set at 48.5. At 42 games in the year, they're at 36. How were we all so wrong about this team? This shift all started when they fired longtime head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. He was there for the last 5 seasons. In those 5 seasons, he accumulated a record of 170 and 159. And he honestly did a great job in Cleveland building them post-LeBron. He's the first coach to lead the Cavs to playoffs post-LeBron. And JB's a great coach, and he's done a great job in Detroit this year. But he's just started to get stagnant. Like, this team clearly was looking to contend, and they just weren't the last few years. They were just stuck as the 4 seed in the East, or just being mediocre. So they decided a change was needed. So the Cavs hired Warriors assistant Kenny Atkinson, and this looks like a great hire so far. But in his time in Brooklyn, Kenny Atkinson dragged the miserable mid-2010s Nets teams, and he did it through one of the most fun teams we've seen in a long time in those 2019 Nets team, where their culture was just so much fun to watch. And it was kind of his undoing because KD and Kyrie both joined the Nets because of this culture that was building. And 62 games after they were signed, he was fired. He didn't even get to coach Kevin Durant, and he was fired. Just brutal for him, and I'm so glad it's working out in Cleveland. The most important thing that happened in the offseason for the Cavs was Donovan Mitchell signing an extension. A lot of people didn't think that would happen. A lot of people thought he was either going to wait a year and play with the Cavs this year, and then next year become a free agent and join a big market team like the Knicks, the Heat, someone like that. Or the Cavs were going to be forced to trade him. But he signed an extension. He bought the Cavs' future. He believed in Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, that this team could win a championship. And right now, he's looking right. Still, it's kind of surprising he thought this was the best place to win because the Cavs haven't been that good with Mitchell. Like, they've been a mediocre first or second round exit. Like, last season, they lost to the Knicks in 5 in the second round. It just wasn't very good. But I will say, the Cavs were very injured last season. Garland only played 57 games. Mobley only played 50. Donovan Mitchell only played 55. So maybe that if they were fully healthy, they could compete. That's what Donovan Mitchell thought. I think a huge thing for this Cavs team is that they look like they're having fun. They look like they're gelling together. This quartet of stars of Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and Donovan Mitchell are finally meshing together. And that's what they needed, just to mesh. Because the talent was always there. They just never felt like they were on the same page. Like, there was this offseason report where Darius Garland goes, I won't be a Cav if Donovan Mitchell signs an extension. And he signed an extension, and that didn't come to fruition because Darius Garland obviously had 4 years on the deal, and the Cavs went, no. And that was for the best. So let's talk about how the players are actually playing this season. Donovan Mitchell is off to the worst statistical season of his Cavs tenure, and it's helping them win games. Donovan Mitchell is in the 100th percentile for shooting guards in usage, and it helps the Cavs offense. Not because of him, because it creates guys open. Because plays like this.
Right here again on the screen. Garland spots up, knocks down.
Teams are selling out to Donovan Mitchell, and it's leaving other guys open. That's why they've been so successful in offense this season. That's why Darius Garland is off to the most efficient season of his career. He's in the 95th percentile for guards in points per attempts. It's because their teams are leaving him open. Teams are saying, oh, we're scared of Donovan Mitchell, and Darius Garland is making them pay. Honestly, I love to see it because Darius Garland has talked about it. He's found the joy back in the game. He's having fun, And it's just such a great thing to see because he's such a fun player to watch. What about the two other stars, Jared Allen and Evan Mobley? Well, Jared Allen is averaging a 14-point double-double, and he's the second most efficient field goal shooter in the NBA. He's been tremendous this year, and he's still providing great defense. Well, Evan Mobley is off to the best season of his career, and his outside shot has been a pleasant surprise to this Cavs team, as he's shooting over 42% from three on over 2.5 attempts a game. And what makes Evan Mobley so good is that he's so good at everything. He's a good rebounder. He's a good scorer. He's now developed an outside shot. He's a great defender. So, I think Evan Mobley's a star in the making. To put into perspective of how unique of a season Evan Mobley's having, is that he's the only player in NBA history to have a season where a player averages over 18.5 points, 8.5 boards, over 2.5 assists per game, with a block, and shoot 42% from three on over 2.5 attempts. It's been incredible stuff from Evan Mobley. I think another huge component to this Cavaliers' success is their bench. In an NBA where you see a lot of teams load manage their stars, you need a deep bench to win this many games. To win 36 games out of 42, you have to be able to plug and play different guys. Because on some nights, you're not going to be able to play all your starters. So you need guys who are able to be successful. Guys like Karis LeVert, Sam Morril, Ty Jerome, Dean Wade, and Isaac Okoro have all filled in perfectly for this Cavs team. So do I think the Cavaliers can win a championship this year? Well, to answer that question, we need to talk about their offense. Their offense is historic. They're first in offensive rating, first in true shooting percentage, first in three-point percentage, fifth in 3 points attempted per game, fifth in assists per game, fifth in turnover percentage. Their offense is elite. Their defense is also pretty good. They rank 10th in defensive rating and 11th in defensive rebounding. They're second in net rating, only behind the Oklahoma City Thunder. So do I think the Cavs can win a championship? I'm leaning towards maybe. I know that's such a cop-out, but I really don't know what the limit on this Cavs team is. Right now, they look like they can win a championship. If they match up with OKC in the finals, can they beat them? Maybe. I don't know. It's so weird because I don't think they're the most talented team. And going in the year, I didn't think they're the most talented team. They've proved me wrong, and they've proved everyone wrong. So maybe they can prove me wrong again when I say I don't think the Cleveland Cavaliers can win a championship. Let's find out if they do. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, comment, do you think the Cavs can win a championship this year? And all that means the world if you made it to the end today. I just want to say thank you and have an amazing day.